Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're doing a New England Patriots schedule prediction. Let's get right into it. Week 1, they play the Seattle Seahawks. This will be the opener on Wednesday. I'm thinking it's Thursday. Wednesday. Give me Seattle to win that game. I think, granted, New England. Actually, give me New England to win that game. I think them coming in with having AJ Brown now is a big major up for them. Gives them a big major weapon to what they were missing in the previous season. And their defense still kind of the same. I think this New England team is going to be back, at least in the playoffs. I don't know how to say. And would they be back in the Super Bowl? That I can't say for sure. I think Drake May's going to get a lot better. He was an MVP conversation. I do think he'll get himself back there. Week 2, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Give me New England to beat the Steelers. I don't see the Steelers really doing too much this season. Next, the Jaguars. I'm a Jags fan, and this is going to be at Jacksonville. No, I think this game is... Is this the game overseas, or is this going to be at... I can't remember if it's going to be overseas or not, but give me Jacksonville. I got to do the Jaguar schedule. Then week 4 at Buffalo. Give me... I cannot remember if I had Buffalo winning this game or not. I don't know why I exited out. They had it where I think I had, because the second game, give me, I think if I remember I had, well, they're going to split anyway, so we'll just give Buffalo the loss here. And then the Raiders, give me New England. The Jets, give me New England. Chicago versus New England. Give me Chicago to beat New England. I'm really high on Chicago this season. I can't wait to do their schedule prediction, but Chicago, when I do my video on the top, my top 5 teams going into the season who I think can be a Super Bowl contender, and it wouldn't surprise me if they either end up winning or even making it. Chicago is definitely going to be on that list. Miami, New England. Green Bay. Give me... I feel like this New England and Green Bay game is going to come down to defenses, I think. I do think the Packers have a more talented defense. It's just overall, I think New England's defense has always played better. Give me New England. And New England right now is 6-3. Then they have the Lions. Give me the Lions. Going to the bye week, their bye week is late. Going into the bye week, they're 6-4. Then they have the Chargers. Give me New England. It's a playoff rematch where they absolutely murdered Justin Herbert. In Buffalo, we'll have. I think we gave. Okay, no, we gotta get them to win here. Then Minnesota. Give me New England. Kansas City. Give me Kansas City to beat New England, and give me New England to beat the Jets. This should be a good game, but give me Denver. I think Bo Nix is y'all might not like me for this take. And granted, Drake May just had an amazing season, but I like Bo Nix so much more better than Drake May. And the last game is Miami and New England. Give me New England. New England will go 11-6. They'll definitely make the playoffs. They'll probably end up finishing second in the division because I have Buffalo going 13-4. So Buffalo will win the division. New England will come in second, most likely being in the playoffs. And then I think the only games to watch out for, if I'm New England, and it's really the same thing for a lot of teams, I think, starting off the season. Granted, I could be a little bit biased with the Jags game. We're going to go every season. Okay, Seattle. I can see them beating Seattle just off of the pure fact, like I said, they got AJ Brown now. I feel like they have a legitimate weapon and a solid wide receiver core. I would have seen if Diggs want to come back on a cheaper deal, on like a vet minimum, but I doubt it. Sign him on like a 2-year deal, have him and Brown, and you still have Mac Hollins. But then you'll be taken away from Kayshon Boutte and Demario Douglas. So I understand to why you probably didn't do that. You still have them too. Which I'm more high on Demario Douglas though, even though Kayshon Boutte has showed up a lot more than him. Um, but give me New England the first, just off of the fact of Seattle also not having their running back, who was a major help of really a major help to how they even made it to the Super Bowl, and the fact that he's not an addition to their team, and now they're gonna have to kind of depend on Jackson Smith and Jigma and Sam Darnold, because now I think Seattle is gonna be one dimensional now unless they find a running back who can somewhat give enough wiggle room to where they're not one dimensional. But then going into the Pittsburgh game, I don't have too much high hopes on Pittsburgh. They brought back Aaron Rodgers. I mean, they have a talented squad. I don't know how I think it's Mike McCarthy. I hope I said his name right. He's coaching them. I don't know how that's gonna go. Like they have DK Metcalf, you still have Calvin Austin, you have Jalen Warren at the running back. You still have TJ Watt. They have a solid team. I think the Jalen Ramsey's still there. If I remember correctly. Jalen Ramsey is still a part of the team, right? Hold on, chat. I'm finna see it because yes, he's still part of them. But give me New England. I think the Jags game. This can be a toss-up game, and people are not too high on the Jags, but I've been watching a lot of different podcasts and videos on stuff on a bunch of different platforms, and people are not too high on the Jags surprisingly this upcoming season. People think that last year was kind of a one-hit wonder, and it could, like, I'm not gonna knock it and be like, because second years is always the most important ones. Like first years, people expected the Jags to be bad in the first year. I expected us to be bad in the first. I'm like, we get Travis Hunter, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna have a bad year. We have a top 5, top 10 pick again coming in next year, and I knew how the draft was gonna. I'm like, okay, we'll probably get another solid player. Cause I wanted us. Here's what I thought in my head: we get Travis Hunter next year comes around, and we can get a Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles type, or Maui Noah, something like that came around. But we ended up being way better than what I thought. Surpassed expectations, and then now coming into this year, now you have to live up to those expectations again, which I think is going to be really hard because our division is getting tough. I think, of course, what the Colts just did, and then the Texans are always a problem. But we'll talk with Jackson when we get to that. Buffalo, like the New England's gonna split. They're gonna have. I feel like both of these games are gonna be close, and it's gonna be like one game where Buffalo takes, and another game New England takes. Those games they're always gonna split for right now since New England's gotten better. Raiders are rebuilding. That's easy. Raiders are rebuilding. They're going to be a competitive team. I just don't think they're going to be a good team. I can see them sneaking into the playoffs as a 7 seed, but other than that, nah. The Jets are rebuilding. I think they'll still be a all right competitive play hard team. Chicago's probably my top teams coming into the season, so I think Chicago's going to be really high. I went over Miami. They're rebuilding. Green Bay is always still going to find themselves in the middle of the pack. If they can stay healthy, I think they'll be really good, but they still always find themselves in the middle of the pack. Lions, they've lost a lot of key players. I'm interested to see how they're going to bounce back, but I do think they'll still be a really good team. They actually missed the play. I'm just remembering, they missed the playoffs last season. Now you don't have Terry Arnold. I think you lost Tyler Decker. You lost David Montgomery. I don't know. I just had a line. I don't know. I still had the Lions winning this game, but Detroit can be on the brink of not making it again with how their roster is looking. Chargers always find themselves in the middle of the pack. They'll still somehow watch how they make the playoffs. Minnesota. I'm not too high on Minnesota to be good this season. Kansas City, I got to see how Patrick Mahomes plays. Went over the Jets. Denver is my top 3. I'll probably put them number 2, number 3 of teams in the AFC right now. Because even though I have New England beating them, I do think Denver is still going to be a top team with the addition of Jalen Waddle. People don't realize how big that is for them. and then Miami, we're going to Miami. So 11-6. I expect Drake May to hopefully be in MVP conversations again. I think AJ Brown should have a big year because he's not primarily the number one receiver on this team. Yeah, I think New England, with now them understanding the level they want to be at, with them coming off of a Super Bowl loss, I do think it is very high they can find themselves in the Super Bowl again. A lot of people don't think they are. I do think they'll find themselves in a position to do that and win again, especially if their defense plays the way it was playing last year. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this video. We're gonna do the Jets next, and then we'll finish out this division. Then I'll figure out what division I'm gonna do next. Probably the AFC South. So, because I'll do the Jags. Then I'll probably also upload 3 videos a week so I can get it out quicker. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'll see y'all in the next one and have a very, very blessed day.